Hello. Hi. We're doing this now. Welcome to the debut stream. How is everyone doing? I'm not shaking at all, chat. Hi. We have debut slides, and then after the slides, we're gonna be chatting for a bit. So, we've got people here. Let me check. Has the... Oh, the ad is about to start. No. Dismiss. Wait. Not dismiss. News. Hi! Okay. The ad has been snoozed. So, let's get started. This is the stuff you will be seeing. Blue says bye, real. You have already seen the starting screen on my idle screen. There are the sub badges that I have already had active for a couple days. But there are a bunch of new things that are happening relating to the model. And before anyone opens the emotes and sees them early. Mealtime? Okay. 1 second, chat. That's the stuff. I've had my water, chat. Let me have my mint. We've had the new currency, Flakes, spent for the first time. And now... Hi! Yo! Thank you, Dom, for the subscription. You can now use all of the emotes. Thank you, thank you. Now, we have some attributions. The model had to be made, and that means someone had to draw it. Oh, fun fact. Did you know that chainsaws were invented for childbirth? This is not a joke. This is just a real fact. So, the model had to be made, and that means someone had to draw it, and someone had to spend all of the time terribly rigging it. So, thank you to the person who did the art for this model. Myself. Yeah, I think myself did a great job drawing this model, and the model wouldn't be the same without myself's work. And now for the rigging. The rigging was a long and tedious process, but thankfully there's one person that got the job done. That person was none other than myself. That's right, chat. Amazing work. Forward moment real. This model was created by I, me, myself. Please. I spent too long on this. Now, the next thing is the introductions. You need to know who I am before I go any further into this, because otherwise you're gonna just be completely lost. So names. Ways you can refer to me include my first name, Tundra, middle name, Emily, or my title as your queen. That's right, that's all of the ways you can refer to me. I will accept if you shorten Emily to M, and the one exception is my wife gets to use whatever she wants. Pronouns. Since my 2.0, my pronouns have not changed. They have stayed the same throughout 2.0 and 3.0, and that is she, her, or they, her pronouns can be used. The next things we have is languages. I speak English and I mean very little Spanish. So, that's a little fact about me. My Oshi mark, if you want to refer to me online, this adds another way of referring to me. And that is this little combination of emojis here. The snowflake emoji, the demon emoji, and the crown. My birthday, again, like the pronouns, have not changed since my 2.0. The birthday has stayed the same. It's still the 23rd of April. And my socials, I understand that I'm covering them, but know that the top two say it's just Sandra, the same as my Twitch. And the bottom two say it's me, Goro. Yeah. I'm trying to uncover it as much as I can for you, chat. So, the next thing we have to move on to is what I like. Some things that I like, That is, alright, mods nuke his house. We can't be having spam bots in the chat during my debut stream. Nuke his house. Press deny. I don't know if mods can see that, but anyways, likes. Things that I like include gaming. Yes, gaming. I love gaming. I still do that on this channel, actually. That's kind of the whole purpose. Other things I like include creativity. I am an artist. I drew and rigged my entire model. I've designed everything here. And my ad is about to start. Nuh-uh, snooze. No ads during my debut. Everyone needs to see what's going on here. The ad can run after the debut. Yeah, we do a lot of creative stuff on this channel, so I hope to do more of that. Saturday stream, we've got community night, and we're gonna do some Gartic phone, so that's gonna be really fun. And next, I clicked on something. Next is my wife. I love my wife. I don't think I even need to say anything more here. Dislikes, on the other hand, these are things I'm not too fond of. So, these things include loudness. Not a fan. No. Generative AI. Also not a fan. Again, I'm an artist. We do creative things here. We don't like generative AI. Also, camels. Not that they even exist. I mean, what even is a camel anyway? I've never even heard of one. I should stop talking now. So, how did we get here? Well, it started with it's just 100. It was a pretty basic model with not a lot going on, no lore, and literally like no layout. It was just me in the corner. And then after that, the 1.0 model. Now this is where I started doing some lore, and you can see it developed quite a bit. It's actually got reasoning behind the outfit, story there. We have a layout, very, very red layout, and of course that came to change to be blue. However, it was a great concept, which is why I evolved it for my 2.0. And my 2.0, it had some notable changes, most notably the blue thing. However, in terms of the model, the notable change between my 1.0 and my 2.0 and my 3.0, the most notable difference, of course, is the streak in my hair. As that, one, the shape of my hair changed to better fit the streak, and then after that, the little color got added. And then, of course, we need to know, how did this model that you're seeing now on the screen turn into the 2D model that you're also seeing now on the screen? Well, first of all, I took away the Celeste logo from my shirt and my shoes. The shoes mostly because I just couldn't draw it. I could not figure it out. I drew the rest of it fine, but I don't know why the shoes were so difficult to me. Mainly because it's from the front angle. I don't know how to draw shoes from that angle. It's fine. Maybe 4.0 chat. And then the Celeste logo, I got rid of it, mainly just because I'm scared of copyright infringement. Then I cropped the bottom of the shirt. You can see I've got a little crop top on. We love it. Also, the color of my glasses, you'll notice, now better reflects the color of my glasses in real life, with this nicer rose gold color. And also, of course, I'm now down a dimension, but that's fine. This is my face, get used to it. You're gonna see it a lot on this channel now. Okay? Now, you're ready, because this face gets emotive. I can already see a lot of emotes in the chat, you love to see it. Most of you have 3 of these, Dawn has 6 of them. So, these are all of the emotes you can see. I'm gonna try and get out of your way. Yeah. There you go, Dawn showing them off in the chat for you. Now, I spent a long time on these. I think they work well. I tried to keep the ones that you're going to need more commonly within the, everyone tier, because I figured, everyone should be allowed to get angry at me, or to show a heart hand. And then the subscription ones are, more specialized emotes that would be more silly to use in certain circumstances, but also give you, twice the amount of emotes to use with here. Now this is the room that I am staying in during my VTubing time. You'll notice it is fairly empty, however it is scheduled to have some updates to it as well, coming at some point in the future. However, for now, this is what the room looks like. And you'll see what it looks like with me inside it, and with my little sub goal at the bottom. You can see it doesn't look too bad, so I'm quite happy with this room. It took me quite a while to do. Spent way too long on this, but I quite like the room. And the next slide, now you all know my, semi-iconic idle screen from my 2.0. Now, fun fact, that was actually supposed to be a part of my 3.0, however I ended up not liking the design as much, and thinking I had a better idea, so I decided to throw it in with my 2.0 instead, and it ended up being quite a main part of it. And of course, that ended up becoming this little animated bit. You'll have to see it. So, what was that new idea? Well, you've already seen it, so you know what it is. My ad is about to start in 4 minutes. We've got to hurry up. So, this, I figured, what if I'm looking down on my kingdom because, the whole queen thing? So I developed that, and I added to it, and I shaded it, and I really liked this. Then I realized, wait, I'm supposed to be in the snow. So I fixed it, and now I'm in the snow. And that is how I got to my idle screen. Now there's a version of this for starting soon, which you've seen, but also for be right back, for stream ending, and even one for when my stream is offline. Now these are the hashtags you can use because there are ways to refer to me, and we, again, have a very art-focused community. If you're an artist in this community, we love that, and I want to be able to see your art if you post anything related to me. So if you're doing any general tweeting or posting about me, then just hashtag it's just Tundra works fine. However, if you're doing specifically drawings, then I'd love to see it on hashtag it's just Tundra art. Yes, very creative, I know. And that is the slides we've got. In time so that the ad didn't interrupt it. Thank you very much. I did it. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be taking a payment in the form of subscriptions. I'm trying to pay for my school formal here. And yeah, so that's really fun. Really great stuff. And yeah, thank you for watching the slides part of this. And it is now that you'll see the scene transition for the second time, in case you didn't notice it the first time, as we move into the room. Hello, chat. How are we doing today? How are we all doing? I can move you to my main monitor now, which means I can actually see what's going on a little better. Yeah, we did it. It's debut day, chat. So, we're not scheduled here for the full 2 hours that I would normally be live for. We are going until 8 o'clock my time, so just the 1 hour stream. Okay? So, if you have any questions related to my debut whatsoever, anything related to the new model, the room, the sub badges that, Dawn's not displaying a sub badge because she's collecting way too many badges. You'll have to see all the badges she's got with the founder's badge, the Clips badge, and all that. But yeah, if you have any questions at all related to this, then let me know, because I'd love to hear them. And I'd love even more to answer them. We've also got the updated channel point system, as some of you have already discovered. We've now got flakes. And there are also some combos that you can buy. Notably the voice water combo, as well as the mealtime combo. So, always some fun stuff. Has first already been purchased? I don't even know. I'm glad you're doing good. I will also say my Twitch profile picture is going to be updated soon to a white background with what is currently my new model. Wait, did you miss the slide? What slide did you miss? Also, let me do the voice water thing. Hold up. Nom 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 nom, my favorite. Stop signs. We got there first. The funny one? No, the blue pillow slide got deleted because I didn't want it to interrupt the flow of, because it was in between where, I'm sorry, it was in the middle of my evolution of something, so it completely cut off the flow. I'm so sorry about that. Blue pillow, you got cancelled from my debut. I can add your slide back for a subscription though, Blue. If you happen to have the money. Or the Twitch Prime, because again, I want to go to my school formal. It costs money. Hehe. But yeah, I really enjoy this stuff. I've spent way too long on this. Got flowy hair physics. The sky has physics too, you can see. Everything has physics. Yeah, I spent way too long and way too much money rigging this. But hey, the eye physics look really good. Like, look at that. Yeah, I really enjoy this. This was a really fun process, and I'm shaking in real life right now, but it's fine. We made it. The debut happened. I can rest. I can breathe. In fact, I can breathe, because look, my model breathes naturally. See me breathing? That's just something I added when rigging. It was a very random thing to do, but it made it look so much better. You can also see, like, the colours are now a lot more accurate to what they're supposed to be, because it's just a 2D image that I get to draw. It's not like rendering in 3D space with big colouring settings. So that's great. You can actually accurately see the colours that everything is supposed to be. Makes it look more human? Yeah. Can I breathe? The problem is I'm not, though. So maybe we gotta get rid of that. So maybe it tricks people better. I say it tricks people better as if I don't have these massive horns. Yeah, that's fine. So, we are doing things, and yeah. What is everyone's favorite part of the model? If you're here, I don't know. It says that you're in an ad now, so I don't know what. But if you can hear me, what's everyone's favorite part of this model, or this debut, or everything new? I'd love to hear it, because, yeah, I want feedback. I know I'm, done making the model stuff, but I can still improve the streams, so. Yeah. When I breathe? Oh wait, no, that was previous message. I'm just... One thing I do need to do is I need to add my cat into here, actually. I might do that now. Live sneak peek into my OBS. I don't know about that. All fit, but... That look okay? I guess what can is the goal can be moved up. Yeah, what's happening? Goal can be moved up a bit. The chat, you guys can move towards the middle. Oh yeah, you can now see something else I did for my debut stuff. Gorobot's here. That's right. You thought you got rid of them? No, they're here. And they've got new and improved timer announcements to let you know to spend channel points. Even, saying that we've got the combo meals. So that's something I worked on for most of today. It was really fun. Stream Elements, I deleted you. What are you doing here? Nuh-uh. You're not supposed to be here. Yeah, can we get a boo Stream Elements? Can we get a womp womp channel point redeem? Stream Elements trying to come back from the dead for real. I'm gonna have to sort that out after stream today, chat. I replaced you with Gorobot. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing, incredible. I didn't think that would still play the sound, but apparently it does. That's fine, I don't mind that it plays the sound, I just didn't think it was able to anymore. Yay for the fact that it can, I guess. But yeah, we spent a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money this debut. But I think it's gonna be worth it, and the content is gonna be improving too. So stay on, keep an eye out for that. We've now got a much better layout. We've got much improved stuff. Gorobot needed to get a new job since the lack of one-day appearances. This is true. This is so true. Gorobot stopped appearing in one day and had to get a new job. And that is, I had to make Gorobot a Twitch account earlier today. Almost got kicked out of my Twitch account permanently. Wasn't sending me text messages to say that I was trying to log into my account. But I managed to get in, don't worry, I managed to get back into this account. It would have been tragic if on debut stream day, I lost access to my Twitch account. And then I set it up as my bot. Hashtag Gorobot for one day super. Okay. It sounds like you guys are trying to vote Gorobot for president or something. And I don't know if that would be a good idea. Also, I did see a really cool thing that I'm gonna see if I can set up at some point, where you'll be able to send screenshots of my Twitch streams automatically with a channel point redeem to my Discord server. I saw that, and I want to know your opinions on that. Would that be a channel point redeem you guys would use a lot? I don't know, would you? Better than the annoying orange man? Real. Ooh, yeah? Like, having a dedicated channel that people can't send stuff into, only the bot could send stuff into. And it just has screenshots that people send into my Discord server. Discord server can be found by pinging Gorobot with exclamation mark Discord, by the way, if you're curious. If you haven't joined the server already, that's where to join it. But yeah. I am kind of annoyed I didn't get to finish Portal on Tuesday, because it now means I've got, like, real life stuff in it, it's got 3D model stuff in it, and it's got 2D stuff in it, so it's gonna be a bit of a mess when making the video for it, but we'll figure it out, we'll sort something out. I have to finish the Amori video first anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, I think what I love most about this model is how not stuttery it is. Like, if it's, like, freezing a bit, it just, like, doesn't stutter. It just, like, slows down somehow. I don't know how to explain it, but, like, it just isn't stuttering. Which is incredible. The eyes can be a little funky at times, but that's to be expected, because I drew them. But also, it's a lot more expressive than my other one. Like, sure, it's got a lot more limitation to what the mouth can do and all that. But, like, the eyes are more expressive, and not only are the eyes more expressive, but everything seems to function better, which allows me to express myself. How does launching games go? So we figured it out. Launching Fortnite is a big, like, it will work, but it will be slow. Launching Minecraft will work. Doing both at the same time will not work at all. Playing Fortnite when it's already been launched will work fine. Playing any other game when it's, like, already been launched will work fine. So it's just like the initial launching of Fortnite is still a slow issue, and I used to not VTube on Fortnite for that reason. And I'll test it out a bit more before stream tomorrow, don't worry. But everything else does seem to work fine. It's more optimized because it's a whole dimension less than normal. So there's a lot less stuff for my computer to be doing, which is great. Because it also looks better. I think the funniest thing is when I go away from the camera and I don't put on a Be Right Back screen, I just get really small or far away or whatever. And I zoom back to the camera, get back in shot. Calibration also seems to work a lot better. Oh yeah, I can do little steppies as well. That's another thing I added. The ability to just step. Look, I go left, I go right, step, step. Yeah. But yeah, no, as for launching games, everything is actually working really fine. I've spent a lot of time on optimization for this model. You would not believe how much, like, how many of my hours on this model have been spent just making sure it's optimized for streaming. Also, chat, if 2 more of you subscribe, then I have to use the next generation slang. I don't want to do that, but what I do want to do is afford my school formal tickets, so, you know, my dress, that's also important. You know, just saying. Subscription does seem really fun right now. Yeah. I also love the head tilting and stuff, like, it just works really well. It's just a fun thing. What I should be doing at the same time as I do this stream while I talk to you is updating profile picture on Twitter and stuff. We're doing this. Yeah, are there any other questions anyone wants to know? General stuff, it doesn't even really have to be related to the model. I really don't want it. Um, but yeah. A lot of stuff has happened. Yeah, silly. We're doing this, chat. Do, do, do. Okay. Yeah, what does everyone think about flakes and like the new icon for that as well? Because that's another thing. I've updated um the channel points to be little snowflakes. I don't know what people think of that. I need to change that. You like? Cool, cool. Also, you can see my profile picture has now been updated. We're keeping everything on theme now and keeping it good. I feel very corporate with this profile picture, but it's fine. Looks really cool and fitting. OP. Yeah, I think the idea of having snowflakes as the currency is really silly, especially considering you guys are... I couldn't call it snowflakes, I had to call it flakes, because you guys already claimed snowflakes. And by you guys, I mean the patchwork. Entirely to blame for that. So, you know. Yeah, I'm sleepy. Things really go bit silly. But yeah. I think everything's going great though. This has actually been a really fun setup. Like we've spent a lot of time on this. And I mean it when I say a lot of time. Like the amount of time I spent drawing the model and then rigging the model and then making sure everything is calibrated properly and that it's optimized for streaming and that I've got all of the stuff like the background and like my overlays and all that stuff working. That's a lot of stuff to do. But it's paid off. Also like my scene transitions, I don't know if you noticed, but it's no longer covering the whole screen. I've managed to make it so that it transitions as it goes. Also, it seems a lot less laggy by doing that. A file. Sick new model? Thank you! I've spent a long time on this. You got an ad? Okay. Well, chat, it's fine. We wait. Let me know when the ad is done. Do 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 do. Alright, once your ad's done, we can start talking properly. But yeah. Ad's over? Whippy! You love to see it. Hey, at least it'll help me pay for my school form. Yes. How are you doing? That's not even a pre-roll ad, that's just like an instant roll ad. You're doing swell, just coding? Ooh, what sort of stuff are you coding? Coding's fun, chat. I love that. I do game development, of course I'm saying this. Okay. Yeah. To be fair, I do my game development in Game Maker using its dedicated coding language. You love that? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I understand the stuff that I use. Not creating a game though, that's fair. Creating a game is a lot of work, so I understand that. I'm working on one for school at the moment, and stuff. That's a lot of stuff. But we're getting there in the end, it's fine. It's not as big of a project as my current VTuber model. Oh come on, creating websites is hard too. It is. Creating a website is also difficult. I'm not discrediting website design. I agree, this is true. I love that you come back for this, like, just to say that. Yeah, creating a website can also be quite difficult at times. I had to do it for school last year. That was also pain, but we got through it in the end, again. But yeah, I like doing the game because it means I get to draw a bunch of assets for coding. I do the coding too, but I spend 5 minutes adding new stuff and then like an hour trying to make it work. Coding since 2016 and you're self-taught? Real. Well, I have to do it for school, so that's, but it's fun. I mean, I'm taking that class because it will help me get into university to game development. Because I do want a natural career in that. That question of the day. What sort of career is everyone wanting to go into, if any at all? I'm curious. I'm gonna go into game development, and it's a lot of work, but I'm planning on doing it. Any form of online entertainment is good for me, but game development specifically is gonna be like hopefully one of my strong suits. It reminds me of a time, well, a friend helped making a site for a school. Music and film for you? Really, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yeah. That's really interesting though. I really hope your music and film stuff goes well. Not just because I benefit from you doing life, but also because I want you to be happy. Used to create music, but not anymore so much on going to do both. That's fair. I don't know how I balance music and content creation and game development and drawing. I don't know how I balance all of this stuff. Whilst also, you know, being a level 2 in New Zealand education system is also fine. So, you know, I've got a lot of stuff on my plate, you could say. But it's fine, we're slowly chewing it away at it. There are some crumbs left behind, but pick them up eventually. You really took the reverse of the suggested, didn't you? Okay. What one is that? Is that just regular voice training? It is. Okay. Milkshakes are awful. Yeah, well. I'm no longer legally required to drink at the end of voice training because that's a specific other redeem thing that was, I think, on cooldown at the time. It means my water doesn't run out too. It also means I need to read properly to double check the voice water. Okay then. Thank you, darling. I really appreciate the hydrate right now. One thing that hasn't changed since my 2.0 is my model still looks atrocious when I'm drinking water. It's fine. It doesn't look that bad, it's just kinda silly. You do know I just did that for fun, so for game. That's fair. Yeah. I do know that. You do you? You do you. Oh, okay. I can't read. It's fine. Yeah, silly. That's the reason why it's the description for the channel point redeem is literally just because that is the base one that I was taught to use for my for my voice training. So that's the one that I put in the description because that's the one I normally. Don't worry, Navi, can I real illiterate club win? Silly. Yeah. We do a lot of silly stuff on today's stream. Yeah, a lot of debut slides at the start of it. For anyone that missed the slides, you can see it on my VODs channel. You can do exclamation mark VODs to find the slides. If you want to go to the robot can easily tell you the slides. Stream Elements, I deleted you. Go away. Stream Elements, no, you're not welcome here. See, Gorobot's got it. See, Gorobot's onto it. You should 100% do website coding. It's super fun, 100%. I do website coding, and it's fun. I will agree it is actually fun. But it's also... yeah. Suddenly website coding. Silly chat. For what I do, it's fun and not fun. Yeah. That's pretty much my experience with it too. It's fun, but it's really not fun. Yeah. Do you use Tailwind? No, I do not. Yeah. One thing I will have to say, chat, is my annual new model is no longer going to be happening. I'm not making a new model every year anymore. Now that I'm in 2 dimensions, you can keep this one for a while. Might be a few years before you get another new mech. I'm sorry, but I can't keep doing this every year. I'd be in so much debt from streaming. Unless you guys can start getting me more than it costs to make these models, then like every year, then you're not getting. What about every 5 years? Now that's something I might do. But like for the past like 3-4 years, whenever I started doing this, I've pretty much every year had a new model. So yeah. Very, very fun times, but I'm not making another one for a bit. Keep this one for now. That also means this year you're not as likely to get silly Halloween variations for my model. I'm sorry about that, but hopefully next year we can maybe have some more variations, stuff like that. But yeah, that's not something I can really afford to do this year, but we'll see in the future. Yeah. Yeah, every 5 years. That sounds more reasonable. You're stuck on the topic of coding, so what do you use when coding websites, or do you use... when coding websites, I will... Yeah, usually just in Notepad++, use CSS. That's how I would do it. That's how I have done it. Just using CSS and Notepad++. That's where I can talk about this for hours. Me with the Owl House for real. I love that show. Or like with my wife or anything. I don't know. CSS and HTML, yeah, those are the two that we use in school, so. Yeah. Yeah, we would normally use CSS for style stuff and HTML. Use cursor, you use Atom and but GitHub, I can't word today, discontinued. Thinking of maybe trying to add JavaScript, but scared, that's reasonable. That's completely valid, to be honest. But if you learn JavaScript, you can make Minecraft mods. People sometimes call me the CSS god for some reason. If you like the Owl House, then you'll love Deltarune. There's similar sapphic romance dynamic. Really? So many sapphic romance dynamics are in enemies to lovers, so I would not be surprised if there's something similar. That just tends to be the thing. I don't know why. I'm sure you can do this. Whoa, nice model, really. Thank you. I spent way too long on this. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of time. But we got it. It exists now. Model has a nice vibe to it. Yeah, thank you. I tried to, like, you can see when I tilt, there's like that little bit of inverted as it goes down. I did a lot of stuff like that. Woo, Gorobot doing their job. Thank you, Gorobot, for sending chat messages in. Yeah. Yeah, we've done a lot of this. I think, yeah, my favorite thing definitely has to be the expressiveness of it, or like the lack of stuttering. It's really, really nice with it. Hydrate out of stock. How long has it got left? Gorobot's on a 15-minute timer because Hydrate has, like... So, Gorobot's on a 20-minute timer because Hydrate has a 15-minute cooldown, so... The idea is, if Gorobot reminds someone and then it gets used, then it ends up being used whenever Gorobot says it, but if it's used out of sync, then sometimes it works as kind of a fault. Do you mind if I what you're gonna use JavaScript for? And then hydrate doesn't show a timer right now. I don't know if it shows it for you or not because you're a mod. Also you bypass slow mode by being a subscriber. So that could also be it. Oh no, it will show it for mods? Okay. Doesn't show a timer for you. Yeah, so it's back in stock then. Or at least it should be. Not quite sure yet. You think it's disabled? Dawn, can you get on that and try and fix that? It should not be disabled, it should just be on. Like, just look into that, because I haven't changed anything. That. Advanced skills that can be using JavaScript. And with voice water. Are you sure that's not just what it looks like when it's on cooldown? It doesn't show a timer. I think it normally just shows it as out of stock. All I can say is, best like you got this. Yeah, we love the vibes in this chat today. We love it. Everyone's being so nice to each other. We love to see this. Yeah, we're working to get the hydrate stuff sorted just in case. Do you think the effects? Okay. Cool. Yeah, it might have even just been the. What about mealtime? Does mealtime work for anyone? Hydrate has 4 minutes left. Yeah. Yeah, okay, mealtime's working. I'll have my water. There you go, ads are gone now. Okay. We're doing mealtime at the moment, for anyone that missed it. And grape mint has been consumed. Could be a mobile problem? Yeah, that sounds about right. Mobile has issues like that. Yeah. Who is excited for, what day is it today? It's Thursday. Who is excited for Saturday's community night stream playing Gartic Phone, doing some art together, drawing horrendous things because we're not good at drawing on this channel. Except for when I draw a model or any of my VTuber stuff. But, and a time limit? Oh no, I can't. Don't give me a time limit to draw. It's not, it doesn't work for me either, so. Say that. All of the marbles! No, that was peak. If Cactus comes back, then we're all losing every Gartic Phone game because Cactus is just winning all of it. But yeah. That's fine. Community night does be like that though. We do silly things like that. We're hoping to see if we can expand that library, but for now we're just sticking to Gartic Phone for the first couple times. But yeah, all of the marbles was actually incredible. I really want to know how that was drawn. Oh, we got a modified emote, I see. What emote did you modify and unlock? The blush one, okay. Don't worry about it. It's so hard to tell which one's like been squished sometimes. Garlic bread phone? Real. Yeah, it's my kind of phone. That's the kind of phone you can catch me using any day of the week. What is everyone's favorite food? Mine is very much garlic bread. I want to know yours though. Before she says that, I know exactly what it is. Actually, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna leave them to say it. Come on, everyone, say your favorite foods. Homemade southern fried chicken? That sounds really good. My mum makes fried chicken quite a lot. We love garlic bread phone. Real. With the Eevee head pats as well. At least I think that's what it is. I can't even tell. Oh no, that's a person. That's not the hit Pokemon Eevee. That's a person. Okay. Yeah, I may have the blind. Colon free. Yeah, we all know you like ramen. We all know how much you like it. And that's fair, me too. You've conditioned me to. The souls of the not innocent two bagels, true. Actually, Blue Pillow, I think you like mashed potatoes. Gotta say Dutch oven pineapple upside down cake. What did I just read? I'm so confused. What is Dutch oven pineapple upside down cake? Hey, is this a real food? Is this a real thing? Dutch oven pineapple upside down cake? Look it up, it's amazing. I will look it up after shame. Mashed potatoes give me trauma. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I had the issue with the hot sauce potatoes on stream chat. Yeah, for anyone that wasn't around during that stream, during one of my previous streams, I had like potatoes like in like a hot sauce soup, and it was diabolical. I was crying on stream because I was eating the spicy potatoes. I drowned them in way too much of that hot sauce. I love cooking with coals. Is it weird I wanna see you code on websites? We could do a coding stream at some point, chat. I don't know. Maybe if I feel like it. Is voice water set to once per stream? It shouldn't be, but you can check. I think it's set to like 40 minutes. But I could have accidentally set it to once per stream. Yeah. Real. You can't check? Okay, I'll check that for us after stream. Only broadcaster can? Okay. I will check that for us after the stream. Mods don't have enough perms. Oh yeah, I wish I could just give my mods like the reins to my entire channel. Minus the ability to go live. If you code on stream, you get your game developing homework done. This is true. I would just get my homework done if I do my coding on stream. Yeah, next week Saturday we might have something planned. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you updated on Twitter, BLUESKY, Discord, and everywhere else I'm active. That's probably all of the places I'm active. I don't know. I'm... Stream elements? No, you're not welcome here. How many times do we have to say? That we really gotta sort out that stream elements guy. Mod stream without my permission? No. Blue, if I catch you live streaming on my account, I'm gonna be very upset. I don't know how you would do that, but... Silly chat. We are running out of time. So once again, if anyone has any more questions to ask about the model, now is your time to do that. Because we are just doing a short stream today. Again, I'm not scheduled to stream on Thursdays. You're lucky I'm doing more than just the slides. We want to have time to talk though. The mods would need access to a stream key, which you can give. Only I can give it. Yeah. Does the model have emotes? No, so I do not have the ability to do any sort of emotes with the model itself because one, optimization and processing power, and two, I deleted the emotion files from my thing. Because when I started rigging the model, I was on a free version, so I had limited stuff that I could put into it. But then I obviously needed the paid version later on to finish rigging it anyway. But yeah, I do not have access to the emotes yet. However, at some point in the future, I do plan on going back and just updating the rigging for it and adding those emotes. Fun fact is set to once per stream on purpose. It just means I don't run out of fun facts. We can have one fun fact per day. So today we are limited to just chainsaws were invented for childbirth. That's the only fun fact that will be thrown out today. If someone in chat does a fun fact, I guess, but really want to see my website coding skills? I don't think you do, they're not that good. Short stream unfortunate, yeah. They are cutting the stream in half. Banana is a fruit? Really? That's crazy. You just want to see coding? I do want to see the coding. Hey. Maybe on Saturday next week, because obviously this week is community night. We might do a coding stream. We'll have a look. We'll see what we can do. Also, chat. This is your time to also remember that if you have a look at my profile picture, I don't know if it's updated on your end, but it is now a white background with my new VTuber model on it. So, if you're looking for my channel, that's where it is. Send a photo? I'll put a photo of my coding at some point if I find it. I'd have to get it from school though, which I'd have to do tomorrow and then send it to myself. But I might put one in the Discord server after school tomorrow, so look out for that. Yeah. Fun times. We love that we've got a community of like coders and also a community of artists that also overlaps. Coding is life, coding is great, real. Love to see it. Global Frog got the profile picture update. Real. Trekkers? Trekkers what? I have to go back. I joined the server. Whippy! You'll have to see it, chat. Also, my alerts didn't seem to be working at the start of the stream when Dawn subscribed. I'm gonna have a look into it and see if I can fix that, but yeah. Hopefully we get our alerts working. Once again, if anyone does want to subscribe, you know, if you've got a Twitch Prime sub, then I'd really appreciate that. If you've got the money, I'd appreciate it. I'm saving up for my school formal at the moment. Yeah. If I get the payout before then, that would be incredible. So it looks like we are almost going to run out of time, but we've got time for a few more minutes of talking. Quit it. I would do the sub, but Amazon fixed the bug where you can get free Prime. No! I shrunk when I heard that. Gorobot doing their job as always, you'll have to say it. Thank you, Gorobot, for that. And you get ads again, lol? Oh, okay. You fixed the voice water? Okay. Thank you, Dawn. Yay. Milkshakes are god awful. Okay, and now I need water. Thank you. Okay, are we all back from ads? Is everyone back? It says that we're back from ads on my end. You are indeed? Okay. So, this is the part where if you haven't already seen it, you get to see my new idle screen. Because I think it is time for us to wrap up. Right? So, thank you everyone who showed up to the debut stream. Thank you everyone who supported it. Thank you Dawn for the subscription. Was about to say ad, then you realize, Dawn, you're a sub. You don't get those. Yeah. Thank you everyone who showed up to the stream. Thank you for all of the support and the love for the new model. And I will be live again tomorrow playing some Fortnite, if that is a game you're interested in watching. Other than that, I guess on Saturday we've got community night. If you want to either watch a bunch of us play Gartic Phone or even play Gartic Phone yourself. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye now!